When your cat climbs into bed with you, they're not just getting comfortable, they're sending a message. And most owners spend years quietly misreading it. That closeness is one of the most emotionally loaded things a cat can do, and hidden inside it are 7 signals they've been trying to tell you all along. Some are sweet. One of them is a warning you can't afford to miss. Because when a cat who always slept beside you suddenly stops, it's rarely about mood. So stay with me to the end, where I'll also share a 10-second trick almost no owner knows. Let's start with the signal that surprises people most. Number 1. It was never about staying warm. Most people assume this part is simple. Cats get cold, you're warm, end of story. But here's the thing. Cats are experts at finding heat. Sunny windowsills, warm laptops, radiators, laundry fresh from the dryer. If warmth was all they wanted, they have options. So why do they keep choosing you? Because sleep is when a cat is at their most defenseless. Every instinct they carry screams at them to hide somewhere safe, somewhere no predator could ever reach. And instead, they walk past every quiet corner in your home and climb into bed beside a human 15 times their size. Think about how much faith that takes. In the wild, letting your guard down in the open can cost a cat their life. Yet yours does it willingly next to you every night. That isn't about temperature. That's trust on a level most owners never fully realize. Research on animal cognition suggests cats can form real attachment bonds with their people, a little like the way infants bond with a caregiver. So when your cat settles in beside you, they're saying something they can't say out loud. You make me feel safe enough to let my guard down completely. And keep that thought close, because it's about to matter more than you expect. Number 2, they're blending their scent into yours. Have you ever noticed your cat pressing their cheek or their whole body against you right before they settle? That's not random cuddling, that's chemistry. Cats have scent glands along their cheeks, their forehead, and the base of their tail. When they rub on you, they leave invisible markers behind. But here's what most people miss. When your cat sleeps pressed against you, they're not only marking you, they're mixing your scent with theirs. In the wild, cats from the same colony share one communal smell. It's how they recognize family. It's how they say this one is safe without making a sound. So night after night, your cat is weaving your smell into their own, quietly telling the world and themselves that the two of you belong together. It's an ancient ritual playing out on your pillow. It's also why your cat might sniff you so intently when you come home from somewhere new. You smell wrong. You've picked up other places, other animals, and lost a little of that shared scent. So the bedtime cuddle is partly them restoring what went missing, rebuilding the smell that says family. Number 3, they think they're your bodyguard. Ever wonder why your cat insists on one exact spot? Maybe it's right by your head. Maybe it's near your feet. Maybe it's pressed into the small of your back. That placement isn't random, it's a decision. One owner shared a story from her very first night with a rescued cat. He climbed onto her shoulder, gently pressed a paw to the side of her head, and nudged it into position as if arranging exactly how they would sleep. It felt random to her. It wasn't. Even a small, pampered house cat still carries the wiring of a predator, and predators understand threat. When your cat picks their post beside you, some part of them believes they're standing guard. This goes back thousands of years. In wild colonies, cats take turns watching over each other while the others rest. It isn't only bonding, it's survival, and your cat hasn't forgotten the code. Watch where yours settles. Facing the door, they're guarding the entrance. Up by your head, they're protecting your most vulnerable place. Now, will your cat actually fight off an intruder? Probably not. But in their mind, they've taken a post. They've assigned themselves a role. They know they're small. They don't care. Something deep inside says this human is mine to protect. And every single night they show up for duty. And the next signal is one you can actually read tonight just by looking at how your cat is lying. Number 4. Every sleeping position is a message. Does your cat curl into a tight ball? Sprawl out like they own the bed? Turn their back to you. Each posture is telling you something different. Start with the tight curl. It shields the belly tucks, the paws hides every vital organ. If your cat always sleeps like this, they feel safe near you, but they're keeping one small layer of caution. It's trust with the guard not quite all the way down. Now the full sprawl, legs stretched, belly exposed, maybe even upside down. That's the ultimate sign of security. A cat showing their stomach believes completely that nothing bad will happen in your presence. When they turn their back to you, don't take it personally. In the cat world, that means they trust you enough not to watch you. It's actually a compliment. And if your cat sleeps on your chest, riding the rise and fall of your breathing, that's them syncing to your heartbeat about as close as they can physically get. One owner said her 10-year-old cat had just started sleeping on his chest and wondered if he was trying to tell her something. He was. He was saying, "You are my heartbeat now." Some cats even burrow all the way under the blanket, pressed right against you, choosing your warmth and your scent over the safety of open space, whatever the shape they're speaking. If you like learning to read your cat like this, take a second to subscribe and let's keep going. Number 5, they rewrote their schedule just for you. Ever notice your cat seems to wake when you wake and wind down when you head to bed? That's not coincidence, that's a choice. Cats are naturally crepuscular, wired to be most active at dawn, and dusk the hours their wild ancestors hunted. It's when their instincts tell them to be alert and on the move, not asleep. So by nature, their clock shouldn't line up with yours at all. But bonded cats do something remarkable. They override their own biology. Cats living closely with people gradually shift their sleep and waking to mirror their owners. They stay awake longer through the day and sleep more deeply at night. Not because it's natural, but because that's when you're around and available. Think about that for a second. An internal clock built over thousands of years of evolution, quietly rewritten so they can share more hours inside your world. It's also why your cat greets you at the door or appears on your chest right before your alarm goes off. They've learned your rhythm and synced themselves to it, not out of habit, but out of pure preference for you. But the most important signal is still ahead, and it's the one owners tell me they wish they'd understood sooner. Number 6, they feel your stress before you do. Ever had a brutal day and noticed your cat suddenly won't leave your side? They knew something was wrong before you said a single word. Cats are deeply tuned to the people they've bonded with, and science is starting to confirm what owners have felt for years. Your cat can read you better than you think. Studies suggest cats pick up on subtle changes in human behavior, body language, and even scent. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, your movements change, your breathing shifts, and your cat notices all of it. They don't know why you're upset, but they know something is off. It's why so many cats turn extra affectionate when their owner is sick, anxious, or grieving. They're not just being sweet. They're responding to real signals you're giving off without even realizing. And sleeping beside you gives them a front row seat to your inner world. Your heart rate, your restlessness, the rhythm of your breath. Night after night, they're gathering information, learning what your normal feels like. So the moment something shifts, they feel it before you do. That's why a cat will sometimes press closer on the exact night you needed it most without you ever telling them a thing. They don't need the words. They've been listening to your body the whole time. Number 7, when they suddenly stop, listen closely. This is the one I promised you, and every cat owner needs to hear it. If your cat has slept beside you for months or years, and that suddenly changes, don't wave it off. Cats are creatures of habit. And when they break a pattern this meaningful, they're trying to tell you something. Sometimes it's physical. Pain and illness make a cat seek solitude, because hiding when they feel weak is a deep survival instinct. One owner shared that her cat developed a tumor in her jaw and stopped sleeping in the bed entirely. So instead of forcing her back, she laid a blanket on the floor and went to her cat. And she said that cat had never purred so much in her life. Nearly 7,000 people felt that story in their bones because they'd lived a quieter version of it. Sometimes the reason is gentler, a new pet, a new person, a change in routine that feels small to you but massive to them. And sometimes it's emotional, a scare or a conflict that happened in that room. So if it changes, don't call your cat moody. They're communicating. Watch, listen. And if anything feels off, especially with an older cat, a gentle vet visit is always worth it. And here's the part almost nobody talks about. All these nights, your cat hasn't only been trusting you. They've been giving something back. Owners write in about this constantly. One person in their 20s had struggled with insomnia for years until a cat curled against them each night and somehow the sleep finally came. Another wrote that after she lost her husband, his old orange tabby became her shadow. It seemed to sense exactly when she needed to be close, sleeping against her through the hardest nights of her life. That's the quiet gift hidden inside this whole ritual. While your cat is reading your heartbeat and guarding your door, their purr is lowering your stress, steadying your breath, reminding you that you are not alone in the dark. The bond runs both directions. You became their safe place, and somewhere along the way, without a single word, they became yours. So here's that 10-second trick I promised. If your cat ever stops coming to bed, don't chase them or lift them up. Instead, bring the bed to them. Lay one of your worn, unwashed shirts wherever they've chosen to rest. Your scent is the most reassuring thing they own, and it often coaxes an anxious or aching cat back to your side faster than anything else. Try it tonight. If this helped you understand your cat even a little more deeply, subscribe and stay with us. Next time, we're decoding what your cat is really saying every time they slow blink at you. Until then, go find your cat and let them know they're safe.